Should've came early.
Your little busted.
Should've came early. Hey, yo, welcome to the Alabama Show. 8 o'clock Tuesday night. Y'all know what it is, man. You ain't gonna be a host. I'm a great host. Go ahead. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We had a couple of jokes before we start the show, so don't y'all mind us. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all know what it is. I'll need y'all to call in 219-671-8703. We got a big show for you.
You a poll?
You mad?
No, we
Like I'm 6'2", Al is 5'1".
Wait a minute.
And he's sitting higher than me. He the host of the show. You would expect him to give me the taller chair.
Both of y'all just, I don't know.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna try to see what it look like next time.
So what do y'all think?
The brother came 2 minutes before the show, so we ain't have a chance to switch. You're right. That's true. That's true. But you can't make no demands and ask for stuff when you coming too late. You understand? We would had a chance to switch it around and see what it look like.
Go on with the show.
Yeah.
Nah. He want to take a poll. Now I ain't gonna get it. Come on, man. Alright, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know these brothers, Hollywood, Mr. Tell the Truth. He ain't telling the truth right now, but you know, that's his name. Y'all the pals. Y'all the viewers, y'all the pals. I need y'all to invite your friends, share the video, y'all like what y'all seeing. Don't be one of the friends that keep this great show away from your other friends.
They be phony kicking it with us, man. We don't need none of that. We don't need the people that phony kick it with us.
Hey, tell them why you mad.
I'm just saying, man, call in and tell us how your feedback is.
Tell the truth.
We need to know. We need to know how we doing. We think we doing good, but we need to know, man.
Y'all heard him. You heard him. Hollywood, he in his feelings right now.
Yeah, I need to know, man. I say this every week. We need participation.
He wants y'all to call in and tell him how you doing, man. Do y'all got some beef with Hollywood? Y'all think y'all
said tell us.
No.
I said tell us. Well, yeah, call in and talk to me then.
Do y'all have any suggestions?
Yeah,
you know how we could improve the show, how we may be able to get more participation. Put your comments, call in on those as well.
For sure. So with that being said, like I said, this is Hollywood. This is Mr. Tell the Truth. I'm Al. And we got a big show for you. So with that, let's lock and load, get right into it. First thing I want to talk about is get to the right show. We're going to do that first. And we're going to talk about March Madness. First, did y'all do brackets?
I did, man, busted. I picked Arizona. I picked Arizona to win the whole thing.
I don't see the purpose of doing the brackets.
Did you do a bracket?
No, I didn't. There's no purpose. No one's ever going to get a perfect bracket.
I
didn't do a bracket either.
Yeah,
I didn't do a bracket either because I didn't feel like being disappointed this year. Number two, I felt like if I would have just seen a little YouTube video of each team, just a little bit, I would have felt a little bit more prepared.
This probably was the most shocking March Madness I've seen in a while.
It's been a lot of upsets.
Yeah,
the number one seed taken down.
Yeah. Only one. Virginia gone.
So I want y'all to tell me. I know y'all done filled out some brackets. Is y'all brackets busted? And
Purdue team good though.
Purdue still in there. That's what I was gonna talk about. Like this Duke jersey, don't be fooled. Like I like Duke, but I'm not a diehard Duke fan. This is the only college jersey I got, so that's why I put it on for March Madness. But Purdue, my local teams are still in. Purdue
and Loyola.
Yeah. Hey, Loyola is about. Let them win one more game. The whole country gonna be behind them.
If they win more, they win more game to make to the Elite Eight.
Yeah. The whole country gonna be behind them. But
who they got up next round?
I'm trying to see now.
Oh, it's Nevada, I think. It is Nevada.
Let's see right now for you.
Yeah. Come on, you supposed to have that up. No, I'm just playing.
I'm supposed to have it up. You're right.
I think they play Nevada. But
they do. They play Nevada.
Yeah. And like Nevada, what, a 7 seed or 5 seed?
7 seed.
7 seed. So they got a chance. That whole bracket jacked up. They ain't got no 1s or 2s over there.
Yeah. Ain't
so
enough.
Y'all call in, man. Let me know who y'all had winning the whole thing. Is your brackets busted already? How y'all doing in y'all brackets? And let me know what's going on. Another thing I want to talk about is I also, now it's down to 16 teams. Now that we've seen a little bit, I actually want to pick these games coming up now. Now I want to pick some games. I've seen some teams pick the Sweet 16. I think we should be able to do that and see who comes out.
Run down the teams?
Yes.
You got them already?
Yes. Give me what you got.
In the South region, we got Kent State versus Kentucky.
Who?
Kansas State,
Kentucky.
I'm taking Kentucky.
I'm taking Kentucky.
That's
obvious. We got Loyola versus Nevada.
I'm going with the local.
I'm going with Loyola.
I'm gonna stay with Loyola. They're local.
In the West, we got Florida State versus Gonzaga. You know where I'm going.
Florida State for me.
Florida State.
I'm going Gonzaga.
Because
Just because. Just because.
Yeah, Michigan versus Texas A&M.
I got that's tough.
I got Michigan.
I got Texas A&M just because you picked Michigan.
I'm gonna go with Texas because of Miles Turner.
Something personal, man.
Now you know what? I've been hearing a lot of good stuff, man. But I ain't get a chance to see a lot of them. But I heard they was like real long and just
they like Milwaukee Bucks.
I think they got some goons on their team too.
You know they got.
They got
yeah. I almost said.
And I think they got a black coach too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we going with Texas A&M. They got a black coach.
Mm-hmm. We got Villanova versus West Virginia. I got Villanova winning the whole thing now that Arizona's out. So
That's tough.
I got Villanova, but you know that.
Yeah, we do the rest later. We don't go all the way down, but we do the rest.
Okay.
But
I just don't watch enough of it to like. I was watching the game here, there.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I like this team.
Yeah.
I like that
If
team.
if you ain't got nothing to do one Saturday morning, just turn the TV on.
I did it this Sunday. It was a good game.
All of them good games. It wasn't no real bad game.
Yeah, they come down to the wire.
On the women's side, you kind of just
come on, man. Like that one, scoring 140 points. Man.
You kind of over there having practice every game.
This don't make no sense, man. Let's see. I'm gonna look at a couple of comments. You got the comments? You go ahead and do the comments. What the comments looking like?
Doretha says Gonzaga. Tierra says Gonzaga because Doretha says so.
To win the whole thing?
I'm guessing so.
I think
they didn't give me
pretty game.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, another story I want to get to. Mr. Penny Hardaway is taking over for Memphis. Now, why you do that?
I'll let you go.
Now, Tubby Smith was the coach, but they ain't been relevant since Calipari left, since Derrick Rose left.
Yeah.
Like, they ain't been really relevant. So I'm thinking this is going.
But why Penny? Penny went to Memphis State.
I actually looked that up. But I think when I looked it up, I think it's the same school. It's the same school. I looked it up and
I can
it didn't.
The difference. So okay, they might just took the state off.
Right. Because I looked it up and they got. I looked up his whole.
I don't think Penny Hardaway's name is big enough to get top recruits like John Calipari did.
But it can do something.
Yeah.
It can do something.
Yeah, but I don't think it's big enough to get like when D Rose ranked #1 and all that. I don't think.
And they may be trying to get the fan base excited, you know.
I believe that.
And he got ties to some of the top players in Memphis.
Yeah.
And they trying to get them to come to Memphis. Because, he coached high school, AAU circuit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, they like, okay, you coming out of high school, I'm about to go coach Memphis. Come on, follow me to Memphis.
And he's still a legend out that area.
Yeah.
So.
My question is, I just want to know, is any chance Lil Penny make an appearance some kind of way? Do y'all remember Lil Penny? I want to see Lil Penny come out just
you know what? Messing with him, he messing around, do some commentary.
Yeah.
If they start doing good,
they might have.
You can see a company want to do some advertising.
And him and Chris Rock gonna get paid. Chris Rock gonna get paid.
Win like go 10 in their first 10 games. Yeah, they had Chris Rock. Chris Rock and Lil Penny out there.
He needed it. He had to give his wife all that money. His ex-wife.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why he doing all that stand-up, man.
Yeah, that Netflix gave him some money.
Netflix
gave him some money. But Penny Hardaway back in the big leagues, man. College basketball taking over for Memphis. So if y'all remember little Penny Hardaway used to play with Orlando Magic. He had a little doll. Chris Rock was the voice. He was the man for a minute. He got them injuries. Him like D Rose. I don't know which one's sadder.
Or Grant Hill.
Yeah. Them three players right there.
I probably say Grant Hill because Grant Hill. I think Grant Hill probably would have had the better overall all-around player.
Grant Hill was gonna be one of the greats, one of the.
Penny was too.
Yeah, Penny was too.
But Grant Hill had that all-around game.
Triple-double. But Chi-Town, man. D Rose, man.
Hey, he looked good the other day though. He looked good.
I ain't say if I watched the first game.
Yeah, I think if you can keep him at 10-15 minutes a game, he's still a special player.
He definitely looked good coming off.
He just ain't no starting point guard gonna lead your team.
Nah, he definitely helping Jeff Teague out though, because Jeff Teague was over there struggling.
Yeah. So that's just want to give y'all a little heads up about Penny Hardaway and the March Madness tournament, and we're gonna move on and get it right into Mr. Hollywood Wants to Know. So what do you got for us today, brother?
So I was asking my wife this question, and we came up with it. Do you think it's good to stroke your spouse's ego?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely yes. Definitely
We
yes.
agreed.
People need praise.
Yeah.
We made in God's image. The same way He need praise. People need praise.
But I ask you this: who needed more?
A man.
Both.
A man.
Both.
I say.
I agree with both.
A man needs it more though.
Yeah, I would say this because, like we always say, like we put so much on our back that we might not even tell our wife what we're thinking.
Yeah.
So I say we need it more. I say we both need it.
Right.
But I think as a man, we need it more to be like, baby, I appreciate you going to work every day.
Right.
It's almost like cheerleaders in a game.
Right.
You
got to be your biggest.
You need something to keep you going.
Yeah.
To motivate you to.
Right. It's definitely a difference. The man just need to feel like he the man.
Yeah.
He doing it. He just doing everything right. Women need it. Oh, this look good.
Yeah.
That
See,
look
they
good.
they need to feel appreciated.
Right.
I would put that on the level of they need to feel appreciated. We need to be praised.
Right.
You know
right.
what I mean? So.
Thanks for calling the Alan Powell Show. What you got?
Hey, Al and pals. Hey, I think both need their ego stroke, and I think men have to give it to the wife too.
Right.
I don't think you guys pay enough attention. You guys think we don't need it, but we need it just as much and maybe more than you guys need it.
Maybe more.
Maybe more.
Hey, that's possible. Yeah.
I think y'all need compliments more than we do, but as far as your pride and your ego being stroked, both need it, but I think the man needed just a little bit more.
Because sometimes you guys look at, not saying you guys personally, but sometimes males just look at things that we do as something, that's what women are supposed to do.
Y'all need to be
But
appreciated.
we really don't have to do some of the things that we do.
Y'all need to be appreciated.
I get what
he
you
said.
said
That's true.
because I had wrote on my wife's Facebook page one day,
Uh-huh.
and I told her how I appreciated how she washed my clothes, folded my clothes, packed my lunch, like little stuff like that. I told her like just because I don't speak on it don't mean I don't notice it. So that's I see. That's what
I think
That's
we
two-
have to
That's two
continue.
different categories, though. Ego and I appreciate what you do.
Yeah, I
guess it falls under the same thing. But.
So.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was trying to just get a little bit even more clarity on what you were saying. So you go ahead.
But just letting us know, okay, you appreciate us. That is a stroke to our ego.
But I think y'all.
To me,
So
because that's what we take pride in, taking care of our family, and taking care of our homes. So that we don't. I guess that's what I see as a stroke. Let me know you appreciate. Hey, my food is good. You appreciate me making your lunch. You appreciate me ironing your clothes. Stuff like that.
So which one do you like more? I got a question, and this to the viewers as well, and the women viewers. Do you like the appreciation factor or you look good factor? The compliments. Which one is more important to y'all? I mean, you can get them all, but I just want to know which one is more important.
I want it all.
That would be every woman's in the world answer.
Yeah, I just want to know as far as the ranking, where does it rank? That's all.
Women need to feel like they're appreciated.
It's equal.
Like that's
it's equal.
That's their most important need.
Okay.
But me
All right.
Thanks for calling in. All right.
Me, and I don't know if it's the Virgo in me, like I need my ego stroke. Like I need a stroke like that I'm appreciated. Like that makes me want to go and do more.
Yeah.
To know that I come home and I feel like everything that I've done,
Right.
I'm appreciated.
I told my wife, a man will pick up the world and move it for you.
Right.
If you talk to him right, and stroke, he will pick up the world
and that's the truth.
and move it.
And because I look at it like the Rita just said that she take care of her family, but if she gets sick and there's no one cooking in the house, there's no one washing the clothes, I'm still gonna appreciate my wife.
Yeah.
But if I don't get up and go to work every morning, or if I don't get up and work 7 days a week, or like you say, move the world,
I've had this argument before.
are you going to still appreciate me? And me and my wife had this conversation like that. women look to us to be the financial hold. Even if they don't say they with us for money, I'm not saying they're with us for money.
Right.
But as the man, we have to be the financial hold.
Right.
If my wife doesn't cook, I can go without that. I know how to cook. But I'm not expecting my wife to be the one to get up to be the breadwinner.
Right.
That's why I say it's a difference to stroke a man's ego to let us know that our hard work goes unnoticed than a difference to say, oh, I appreciate because you cook for me. My appreciation go deeper than you cooking for me.
But I think that they need the appreciation the same way that we don't understand why they need appreciation like that, but they need it the same way we need an ego stroke.
That's why I said we all need it, but I was saying the reason the man needs it more is because I'm going to appreciate my wife regardless.
Well, I think, she just said she think the women need it more, so I think it's
it depends on
I think we both need it.
Yeah,
you know
we definitely both need it. Yeah. We definitely both need it.
Yeah. That's interesting. So, what was the original question again? Because we went all around. What was the original? Sorry for the viewers.
Do you stroke your spouse? Do you stroke your spouse ego?
That's what it was.
Yeah, and then you had asked me which one who needed more. That's how we went to there because you was like, well, I have a question to ask you. Who needs it more?
Okay. So Hollywood wants to know: do you stroke your spouse's ego?
Right.
I asked the question: which man or female needs the ego stroked more? So y'all call in, comment. We had a caller call in. She said she think women need it more. He said he needs his ego stroked more. What did you say?
I mean, because I'm a man, I think that man needed more. But I understand from the other side that a woman is in her mind the same way I'm in mine, and she needs to be fulfilled and what she needs first. I think that they need affection the same way that we need our ego.
But see,
I think women needs it more consistently than we do. If we get it one great time, like one, you know what I'm saying? Like
you just said affection.
I mean it.
That's what
appreciation.
Okay.
I was gonna say women need more affection than us.
Appreciation.
So that tied into us complimenting.
Women need more everything.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
But like Al said, one strong time, just let me know that you appreciate me. I'm just
carry me for 3 months.
You can't go no 3 months without giving a woman
stroke my ego good
one time.
Yeah, that carries
I'm good. I'm good 3 months.
Another thing, man, not to say women don't have pride, but men have a pride on a different level.
Yeah.
And I go deep. This ain't Dr. Phil. I've learned to let these conversations.
But
I'm learning.
This goes back to what I said. Like, man, we carry so much on us that we don't speak about it.
And if you look at marriages, how many men walk out? And I mean, it's because both need something.
Right.
Both need something.
But like you said, you stroke it one time for us.
That'll last. You can't do no woman like that though. You gotta go 3 months without saying something.
Because she's been to change her makeup and change her eyelashes. You ain't noticed it now. It's an issue. I know.
Bruh. Tierra says, are you saying the woman's job is not as important as the man's?
Who said
I've had this conversation before, but they're both important to keep the structure of everything going. But let's be realistic. If I lose my job, everything falls down. If I lose my job, everything completely collapses. If dinner ain't made that night, we can go to KFC. But they both have a full importance. But if you just are realistic with your own self,
it makes the household easier to maintain, easier to deal with when stuff is done. We don't have to go to KFC and all do it.
So it works as a whole.
It's not. We never said anything about the woman's job isn't important.
I'm about to get something started.
So
go ahead. I got these a couple.
I ain't reading these comments. It say Anthony Lott say women are greedy. They are a little needy. They are definitely needy. It's like another child. But they say having a man is like having another child.
Right.
So I guess we both children of each other. Richard says you got to step up your game.
You know what he said.
What he say?
You got to step your game up during the monthly too.
We always gotta step our game up.
Okay, we're gonna move on.
I hope Brittany ain't watching no more. She was watching.
She probably still watching. He don't care. We're gonna move on, man. We're gonna move to the NBA. NBA.
We getting away from that.
We
gotta get away from that. Away from that.
Because the truth.
Let me just clear it up, ladies. We've never said nothing about jobs being less important. We were just talking about egos being stroked. We was not trying to cause no conflict with you women. None of that. Nobody ever on this show said what you do go unnoticed.
Alan Powell show love to women.
I agree 100% as well.
Yes, all we asked was
I agree.
Who ego need to be stroked. That was it.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
The world do not move without women.
It don't, because I always say this. I think women love harder than men, especially when it comes to our kids.
Oh, women make life complete. There is no question.
So that's why I say
important.
That's why I say I can go without my wife cooking. I can go without. He said he will go.
Stop.
Moving on. NBA. So we got Rockets Blazers tonight. I
want to see that game.
Yeah, come on 9:30. So we'll get a chance to see it. TNT.
Yeah, wait from that, boy.
Oh, we gotta move on. We gotta get to the top. You know, the comments gonna keep coming in. Whoever called in, whatever, we'll come back to it. But Rockets Blazers tonight, and so it was an interview with Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, and they asked him, both of them, what do y'all rank as the best backcourt? CJ McCollum said, "Oh, I'm only 26. I ain't got time to deal with that." Damian Lillard said, "I think we the best one out there." So. Question is, who is the best backcourt in the league? These are your options. You got the Warriors, Splash Brothers, James Harden, Chris Paul. You got Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum. You got John Wall, Bradley Beal, DeRozan, Kyle Lowry.
I'm gonna let you have this first.
I'm gonna go with CP3 and James Harden first.
Mm-hmm. That's all I need. That's all. I just want to know who we do top.
You don't want to rank?
I mean, you can rank them, but I really want to know who we do
And to
top.
me, the 2 and 3 would be either Dame Dash and CJ or Steph and Clay. That's a debate right there.
Okay. Who you got?
Dame Dash and McCollum.
You got Dame Dash and McCollum? What's your reasoning?
Because it's nothing neither one of them can't do. The Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson really can't create his own shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like Steph, yeah, we know he opens once he walks into the gym.
Mm-hmm.
The Rockets, I think James Harden is arguably the most unguardable one-on-one player.
I agree.
Chris Paul does not have a consistent night every night that he's that guy.
I got Chris Paul.
You have to bring defense into it.
No, I give you that. Defense and passing the ball. But when we talk about Dame Dash and McCollum, you're not stopping both of them.
McCollum been inconsistent.
Yeah, he's inconsistent.
But he's been injured too.
Inconsistent. But I'm
he's
going
a little
Chris Paul
small.
and James Harden myself.
He's a little small at the 2 guard, so he can't guard every.
Okay, so you going with Chris Paul and James Harden. Take away James Harden. Are you still going with that?
You can't take away either from anybody. You can't take Dame.
You talking about the team?
I don't think their team is better than Portland, but I don't think the backcourt is better than Portland. I think Portland.
I think
Dame is going to be a problem this year. I think to me because they've asked them that question before, and their response was always kind of on the edge, like C.J. McCollum. Well, it's a lot of good team. This is the first year Dame, like man, forget them.
Yeah, he got swag about it.
He already upset about when Russell was like he didn't deserve.
Yeah, that put a chip on that show.
Hey, and if you look at Portland,
Dame will kill him.
Hey,
they got some people.
Portland moving up.
The only Portland messed up with one move, and that was Evan Turner. That messed up they that messed up their ability to ever be able to get a championship.
Oh, you think they shouldn't have signed him?
They gave him. It was that year when they were giving everybody.
He got like 4 years.
He played for the Pacers. I knew that. Nah, he ain't worked that.
He's
but you know,
he had a good year with Boston because Brad Stevens make everybody.
I would say he came out of the year where Ohio State had that good championship run. That's why he went so high.
Yep. Hey, check that copy right quick. I want you to read it real quick.
No, because I see the anger in the first
sentence. No, I'm talking about Jay Riley.
Oh. Done and Zach in 2 years.
Now look, I'm a Chicago fan, but I'm not gonna agree with that. I love Chicago.
Chris Dunn who?
Zach LaVine.
I will say Dorithia say she agreed with me as well.
I don't know if she's talking about basketball or the.
No, she's talking about other clubs.
Okay.
Because I think Kyrie Irving and them guards over there better than the Bulls.
Oh yeah, right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just speaking as a fan.
Yeah, he's a diehard. He speak with his heart.
But we all agree it's not the Splash Brothers, right?
Yeah, well,
The only reason
they're the best shooters.
The only reason you can put them up there, they won a championship without
Kevin Durant.
They won it by themselves, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a squad, but it was them two. That was the dudes who brought that 73 and 9.
Yeah, it was.
So
it was.
They didn't win championship that year.
They did.
Yes, they did.
No, they lost it. That's
They lost it, yeah, but they still won.
Draymond got suspended and Bogey got hurt.
They still won one.
You
They
can do
still
that.
won one.
Come on, man. You know what
Hey,
happened.
LeBron on steroids, bro.
Here we go.
He got to be. Don't nobody get better than
He
15.
got-
Let's just
he
get to the
got-
meat. Steroids, man. I seen something on YouTube. This lady who worked at the clinic down there say she seen his initials. He on steroids.
It is LeBron James.
No, man, we ain't finna ask them that question,
What?
man.
They might, or the viewers might think
No, why we always poking at LeBron on this show,
Who get
man?
better than his 15?
LeBron James.
Steroids.
Hey, Kobe didn't get better his 15th season, did he?
Kobe won the championship his 15th season. Yeah, he did.
That man on steroids.
Alright, he did. So let's not do that.
Okay.
Alright, now
But
don't
they
make me
still ain't
mad.
they still ain't coming out the East.
Alright, now don't make me mad. He won a championship his 15th year.
Alright, man. That's cool. Alright, moving on, man.
Yeah, let's
Trae
move on.
Young declaring for the NBA draft, man. So, what do y'all think about Trae Young? How does his game translate to the NBA?
He looks like a Steph
I'm gonna say
Curry
perfect.
type play because when you looked at Steph coming into the NBA, I looked at this dude like, man, he looked like a little kid,
Right.
You know. And Trae Young, he got the game in college. He got the shot. He has the vision to be able to see.
He can pass too, man.
So Steph Curry is his lane because he's small.
If you'd have asked me this back in 2000, I'd have been like, no.
Right.
But in today's NBA,
Today's game.
perfect player.
Yeah.
Perfect. Shoot, spread the ball,
But
make
we
sure anything's on
seen
shot.
players like Jimmy Fredette.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was a
Adam
yeah,
Morrison.
the NBA
Yeah.
couldn't do nothing. So
But Trae is just like Steph Curry. Maybe.
Can he shoot as good as Steph though?
nobody can shoot as good as Steph.
Yeah, that's yeah.
He can shoot off
I'ma
the
say
dribble.
that, I'ma
He can
say
shoot
that, I
off
don't
the
know.
dribble on a certain level,
Because
and he can handle the ball really well, which will develop. But no, Steph the greatest shooter of all
I'm
time.
gonna say it because
Especially off the
before Steph, I thought could nobody shoot like Reggie. I thought could nobody shoot like Ray Allen.
Yeah, you're right.
And then Steph came, so to say he can't shoot like Steph, I don't know. But in college,
Right.
he's shooting like Steph. And he translated it over to
I
the
wonder.
NBA.
I wish I had his percentages right in front of me, man, because I want to see.
He take a lot of shots. He
Yeah.
take a lot of shots.
Yeah.
He take about 26 shots a game.
I want to see if
But he put it up.
compared to Steph, how was it? Because I remember watching Steph Davidson. Yeah.
I think the reason it'll work because he averaged a high amount of assists as well.
Right, he led the league in
which
assists.
means that he understands the ability. My shot is a threat. Drive. If that's not working, be a playmaker.
Now he's light skinned. Does that have anything to do with anything?
Well, you know,
Light-skinned,
Steph
man.
and Clay has
Brought the light skin back.
and they done changed the rules.
He
man.
kind of like Elder
Yeah,
Barge
It
too,
ain't
man.
made.
He averaged 28 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists.
That's impressive, bro.
Yeah,
How many rebounds?
9. No, 4 rebounds, 9 assists.
That's pretty impressive.
He light skinned though. You think that he
Steph light skin
light skinned back?
And the NBA.
But he kind of look like Elder Barge too, man. He got the like
As
little
long
curly
as
hair.
we shoot like Steph.
I told y'all I wanted to tell the truth. Ain't no more black people on the planet.
His field goal percentage is
We mixed the
40.
melanin all around.
Field goal percentage is 43%. He shoots 36% from 3.
36.
From the 3.
I will say this: Lonzo Ball shot 41% from 3 in college. So the NBA is a different monster.
Yeah.
It's a different monster. But somebody's gonna take a shot at him because of a player like Steph.
Yeah, because of Steph.
Steph changed the whole game, and the fact that he's a playmaker on top of that shot, you know.
You gotta understand.
I'll take a shot.
Depending on who takes it. Like, depending on taking like what role we have to play.
Right.
Because, but in today's NBA, there aren't any really real point guards. All of my shooting guards, they can handle the ball.
Kiera says he's not consistent like Steph. Let me tell you from himself.
But Steph wasn't.
And Kiera also says that's college. He's not gonna be able to do that in the NBA. That's just to be proven.
But
the NBA is definitely different.
and Davidson, Steph wasn't consistent like that.
Right.
He was just taking a lot of shots. In his first couple years in Golden State, he wasn't consistent like he is now.
Nah, he showed potential.
Right,
He
so
showed
he-
potential time.
So think
He developed
after
it.
he broke through all them ankle problems and then
Right.
just out of nowhere he wasn't missing.
Right.
So I think Trey got time.
And
I'm not
Steph
saying
Curry
he's
let
going
him
to
loose.
Steph Curry.
Steve Kerr let him loose too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
Steve Kerr
if you think of Davidson, he was taking a lot of shots.
He was.
A lot of shots, like 30 shots a game.
Yeah, but he was the team.
Yeah, he was a team, but
Talking about Steph Curry?
Yeah.
I never forget. I read that article. Like, we kind of being robbed of Steph's greatness because the fact that he playing with
Clay.
well, KD.
Okay.
Like, you remember before KD, Steph would have 3-4 games. He put up 50, 60,
Yeah.
you know, and it was outrageous performances.
That's true. That's true. So another thing I want to talk about is NBA basketball. The USA is coming up with some new rules as far as young players and teenagers coming up. So ages 7 and 8, they want them to have no 3-point shooting and no zone defenses. You got a son that's playing basketball. How do you feel about that? About the new rules?
I mean, I've coached my son's team and helped coach his team.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely say that no 3-point shooting is good because what a lot of kids want to do, they want to emulate what they see on TV. I just played Saturday at a rec league with some young folks, and I'm hustling trying to make it up court. By the time I get up court, you shooting a 3. Like, you're not Steph Curry, you're not Klay Thompson. You do it again, it's gonna be a problem.
Right.
But yes, because it lets them develop the fundamentals of the game.
And that's what
moving
they
the
trying to
ball
do.
around things. What was the second rule you said?
No zone.
teach him how to play man-to-man defense.
Right.
I like that.
I don't know if I like the zone.
I hate the zone.
I mean, I don't like zone per se, but as far as kids go, I think that can help people who not that great. Like, it would help the kids who's not that good, and you don't want to like just kick out kids.
Yeah, I wouldn't kick out the zone because that's a strategical.
But they don't really play zone in the NBA.
No,
In college,
They play zone in college and high school.
In high school, there's college, but like you always got to think about it. When you got these kids in these programs, you're preparing them for the NBA. On-ball defense is what we always talk about, like who can stick on-ball defense. So I think,
and
that's gonna make you a better defender when you.
because anybody can play zone, anybody can do this.
But I think at an age of 7 and 8, when everybody's not gonna be that good, you're gonna have some people that's not that good.
Weed out the week, right? If you got great on-ball defense at 8,
I don't know.
that's great. What are you teaching them the zone? Just to play
Team
their pocket.
defense. Team
It's
defense.
not team defense.
Not team defense.
Why
Well, it's team defense, but
One of the
it's-
2-3 zone, that you stand at the top of the key, back and forth.
I say don't get rid of it because they need to learn it for different college and high school. But the only reason I say get rid of it for all of basketball, then it'd be perfect.
Look, everybody
No
knows Jim
zone
Boeheim.
here.
Everybody knows Syracuse and Jim Boeheim. They are the only school that I know that run the zone all year, every play, every game.
Right.
And he
The
been
zone's a
really good.
different monster. I hate playing against
So,
the zone.
another couple of rules. They want 7 to 8-year-olds to shoot only on 8-foot rims, and they want 9 to 11. I think it's either 7th or 8th grade or 7 to 8-year-old. You got the
Yes, I got it.
And I can understand why they would do that because I have to teach it to
7
my
to
son all the
7
time.
to 8 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you shoot, when you're that small and you're trying to shoot on a 10-foot rim,
Right.
you throwing the ball.
Right, you're not- yeah.
shooting the ball. So
I like that.
I can understand that.
Because if you look at YouTube, a lot of kids shoot from the pocket.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they trying to throw the ball.
Right.
But if you bring the ram down, you teach them how to shoot.
Yeah.
Right. So y'all let me know, what do y'all think about the new rules? You got sons playing basketball. These are new rules they trying to implement for young kids to develop more fundamentals and just to help them out develop more, is preparing them as they get older. So y'all call in, comment. Oh yeah, they got a shot clock too. But you go ahead with the comments.
Jay Riley says Mark Jackson made Steph. He did, but Steve Curry saw his potential when he set him free. That's my
Yeah,
opinion.
because Steve Kerr's let them shoot.
The 3-point shot is not good. Is good, but it's not good to take every shot. When I was playing, I mean, every time up the court,
Yeah.
bro, it was a 3.
Yeah.
What happened to going in the whole drawer in the foul? It's easier.
What happened?
Going to the hole.
Oh, what happened to
Oh,
going to the hole?
hole.
Drawing a
Drawing
foul.
a foul.
It's easy.
Because that's not showtime. That's not what the fans want to see.
And people are a lot. The game, because the NBA has got softer and there's no more contact and pushing and shoving, that translates to everybody else because that's what most people are watching. So,
People want to see Steph pull it from half court.
hey, it is exciting.
They don't want to see. They don't want to see Dwight Howard. They don't want to see. In today's, they wouldn't want to see Shaq. I'll put it that way. They wouldn't want to see Shaq in 2018.
Add a shot clock in high school game. I think they should do that.
Yeah, I do too.
I think if they learn man-to-man defense, zone should be easier to adapt.
I
agree.
This is my thing. I agree that man-to-man should be taught, but it's just some people that just can't play defense.
And y'all need to be on the court.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know it's players that got offense but ain't got no D.
But you're a liability.
I'm really, but I guess I'm really speaking to the maybe like the slower, maybe like the handicap.
Yeah, these
you know
are
what I'm saying?
kids, too.
That's what I'm trying to get at. That's what I'm trying to get at. The kid aspect. People who might be a little slow, but they still got them on the court.
But zone don't teach you nothing. Zone literally teach you.
You gotta guard the area. You gotta guard the area.
There's nothing.
What you mean? There's nothing.
It teaches you something. It doesn't teach you as much as man-to-man.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because if we go outside and play 2-on-2, we can't play zone.
You can.
What you gonna?
I'm right. You right here.
You guard the perimeter, I guard the
And
paint.
either they gonna make the shot or they ain't.
It'll be a horrible strategy.
But we gonna move on, man. Y'all can still comment, call in on the different topics. We gonna get into the day in the life of Al, man. And this time, I'm starting to come over to y'all side. Maybe it is something with me. I don't know what's going on, man.
Snap. Somebody came
So I told you I got my heat fixed. You know what I'm saying? My heat was acting up. Last time he was on the show, he was burning up. I had to heat up. So I got my furnace checked and clean, and the dude came over. And by the time he left, I knew about his whole life. Knew about his whole life. And he was like, man, usually I don't do this, man, but you just seem such a inviting guy.
I told you, man. Told you.
He got it.
Did he give you a discount?
He did.
It was worth
well,
it.
not a discount, but he could have charged me more and he didn't. He could have charged me more and he didn't.
What was wrong with the furnace?
He just said it would need to be clean, but it was like, and then he found some piece of paper stuck back there.
Okay.
And
yeah, they say you're supposed to clean like once a year.
yeah, I've been
That and your hot water heater. I'm learning.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. So we talking, and he's like, man, I'm supposed to just clean it, but if it's not coming on the way it's supposed to, then that means I got to do a diagnostic. That means it's gonna cost you a little more. I'm like, and I'm just looking at him like, hey, bro, I ain't trying to pay that,
right?
But he knew I wasn't trying to pay that. He was like, but you know what, man, you cool. We started. He seen the backdrop. He was like, oh, you do a show? This how I jumped off. I was like, yeah. And then he was like, you talk about UFC? I said it come up if it's a big fight, and then it just snowballed from there. You know what I'm saying? Found out he used to be a UFC fighter. You know what I'm saying? He don't do it no more because he got a child. He got a child on the way. You know what I'm saying? It just snowballed. So he's like, you know what? You cool. I'm just gonna charge you just the regular price, man.
So paid off.
Yeah.
Your talkativeness paid off.
Yeah, it was a method to the madness.
Looks like somebody must have been ready to go and you were talking too much.
That's not true. He wanted to stay.
So you got a new friend?
I don't want to say a new friend.
You gonna bring him on the show?
He definitely asked to be on the show.
Definitely.
He definitely asked to be on the show.
And what did you say?
I was like, well, you can call in. You know what I'm saying? You can call in. But I gave him the info to the YouTube and check it out and everything. But yeah, he was cool. He was cool. But I was like, you know what? Maybe it's some method.
I told you, your heart so big, man. You don't even notice it. I mean, well, he didn't do anything wrong. You just met your new friend.
Yeah.
That's how my wife is. I don't care where we go, she meet a new friend.
Yeah. He was cool though. He
Nothing wrong with that, man.
It was cool. So that was just a day of life. I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe this meal, yeah, all right. I don't be meaning to having these conversations, but it
You
just
got a discount.
Yeah, we got it.
Your talking lead to free shovel of the snow. And
Yeah. Well, you know what? That guy didn't never talk to me. He just happened to do that one.
So he just in a good mood.
Yeah, he seen me. I opened that garage and it looked like I couldn't get out my driveway. He saw some sympathy.
Because the snow probably
he showed some.
you up.
Yeah.
He said,
Because the snow probably.
he said, let me help this lazy fool out.
Or he was like, this little guy ain't gonna make it in this snow. There was a lot of snow that day, so I remember that. Because I remember when I came off, he was already at my knees.
You said it was
Did you have on some flip flops that day?
Yeah, I did. That's why I started wearing my flip flops. Like I come out the house to relax in this show and relax, and I can't because somebody don't want to shovel their driveway.
I shovel my driveway. Now who comes out in flip flops in the snow? That's my question.
Brother, I'm walking from the street to the house.
Have you ever came out in flip flops in the snow? That's what I want to know. Anybody?
If you come outside with a scarf on your head,
Is that okay?
with a scarf on your head, do not reply.
What?
I'm just saying, before anybody talk about me wearing flip-flops, if you come out with
Is that okay to wear flip-flops in the snow?
Is it okay for you not to shovel your porch?
I shoveled my porch.
Bro, you could not shovel your porch. I still had on shoes that day. It was like, did you shovel?
I almost broke my ankle.
Yeah.
Stop it, man. Stop it, man. Y'all lost the chain. Y'all always complaining about something.
I was just
one thing
thinking
tonight. Oh, you ain't clean. Oh, I can't get no water. Like, man, y'all high maintenance, man. My
But
goodness.
it's water, man.
Y'all high maintenance.
It's water, brother.
Man.
I mean, I'm still on a 10-day contract. You know, I'm day by day. I can at least get some water.
Look, man, swallow your spit. Ah, goodness, man. Hey, we're gonna move on, man. Hey, safety Eric Reid for the 49ers still ain't got no job. He was the first person to kneel with Colin Kaepernick. He's saying it ain't the general managers that's not signing them. He said that it's the ownership that don't want to give him a job.
Look, man.
What?
Like
What?
I told you, look.
What?
When you knock that guy, keep your mouth shut, man.
Oh yeah.
I told you that before. When you're not Eric, is not that guy.
I mean, he decent though.
He's not that guy.
That's a shame. I can't. You know what I'm shocked by? That this type of stuff is still happening in 2018.
I'm not
But you can get blackballed.
Why are you shocked?
Why you shocked?
Man.
You understand when a person owns something, he got the right to do what he wants. He not disrespecting him like what was his name? What was the guy named in the Clippers that disrespected the players? He not doing that.
Donald Sterling.
32 teams just feel like they don't want to sign Ant Reed. That's too much.
Come on, man.
That's too much drama to their team, though.
A starting safety in the NFL. He kneeled next to Colin Kaepernick. Now he can't get no
All
job.
publicity ain't good publicity.
Yeah.
You gotta understand that.
They don't want them troubles. They don't want them problems.
That's crazy, man.
I get
in
what-
2018.
But you understand,
still get blackballed.
you're playing in the league where you're replaceable.
Yeah.
Remember that. You're
Next man up.
playing in the league where you're replaceable.
They don't even guarantee people money.
I bet you they ain't gonna do that to Aaron Rodgers though. Let him come
Aaron
out.
Rodgers ain't gonna do that. Only thing he coming out and saying is relax.
They can't do it to LeBron. Just LeBron speak out about stuff.
But
He speak out.
NBA is a different league.
It's a
Yeah, that's
different
true.
league. Yeah.
They allow their players to speak out. They
Yeah,
give
that's
them
true.
that platform, and they have to.
And they like that. They like that publicity in the NFL.
But I just can't believe that this
And
still going on.
listen to what you just said.
What?
I just told you Reed ain't that guy, but you bring up LeBron James, which is the guy.
No. But my point is, even Aaron Rodgers, if he was to come speak out, they need him.
He's that guy.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like,
He's that guy.
I just can't believe it's still going on. But another NFL story, it's a new potential football league that's coming out called the Alliance of the American Football Association, something
Right.
like that. Now, the XFL was supposed to come out in 2020. Vince McMahon, he tried his league before, it didn't work. He
Right.
said he was bringing it back. This story comes out today that they're going to run 10 weeks of football after the Super Bowl, and Troy Polamalu, future
Hines
Hall of
Ward,
Famer, Hines
Justin
Ward, Jared Allen, Justin Tuck, these former NFL players is going to be a part of this. First of all, why are they doing this? Is this trying to be like the big three or
I'm
something?
gonna say this: if they allow them to have them vicious hits and all that type of stuff, this league ratings will be high
That's smart.
than the NFL. It ain't nothing but competition. You gotta understand, the NFL is taking away all of this. Because I always say that in the next 6 years it's gonna be flag football. In this league, if they go back to helmet on helmet, go back to the hits and go back to all that type of
The
stuff.
excitement.
The excitement,
no,
but then
no
we
controversy.
we
on
like that.
catches.
Like now a catch is a catch. You catch it regardless if it hit the ground and all that.
Yeah.
This league will overshadow them in ratings. I'm not saying it's going to take over.
They see weakness in the NFL right now.
They launching it
That's
the week
why
after the
this
Super Bowl.
man said, you know what?
Right.
This may be a time to strike.
Right.
You know, people think stuff is too big to be taken down. And the NFL is humongous, and to take it down will be impossible. But there's a market share for something because it's some volatility. Yeah, I can't say that word.
CBS already gave them a TV contract.
Which one?
It's only going to be
The Alliance
10
of
weeks.
American Football.
I mean, they got a good game.
That means they
plan.
sold something to CBS.
Yeah.
So, and what I'm saying is the only thing they took out, there's no kickoff in this league. Everybody started on 25, which is
Is that in the 8, the new league?
yeah, in the new league.
Because there ain't no kickoff in the NFL.
Yeah,
period.
because it's always
I wish that would come back.
So what I'm saying is, if the first game we watch, somebody come across the middle with a slant and he get his helmet knocked off and there's no flag, you're gonna see how this league takes another step.
But
I'm surprised that they didn't allow kickoff, because to me that was one of the most exciting things about football.
But kickoff is the most
That
injuries.
But you still got to worry about concussion, the concussion thing. What are they going to do about that?
But it may be a different concussion protocol.
What's going to be the difference?
I look at it this way: a concussion always doesn't come from a big hit.
To me, you're gonna get concussions in football. Period.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I don't care what rules you change, what
Right.
you do.
I just believe for CBS to get him a TV contract, for them to follow the week after the Super Bowl,
They sold them something
yeah,
good.
so they sold him something.
and I think they did smart by only doing 10 weeks.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
because it rolls over 10 weeks. It roll over to what at the end of July.
So will you be watching?
I'm gonna try out.
Oh yeah, he did say that. He came
gonna try?
over.
Yeah,
He came over. He
I
like,
already did. I'm gonna try out.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
I said he got 2 years. He
Hey.
got 2 years.
Hey,
You got
that's
about 2
fine.
more years of
Hey, that's fine.
Hey, find out what LeBron taking. If you take that,
You laugh at
You'll be on your way.
I'm dead serious. I was already over here looking into the info.
I ain't mad at you.
It is 10 cities.
Go for it.
It is 6 cities that they're going to put it in. They said they're looking for people that are local, people that still have eligibility left for their and people that didn't make the NFL combine. Yeah,
That's good.
Give it a shot, bro.
I am. I definitely am. I already called my guy. So I'm looking to it.
So this is a potential new league that's coming in. Do you think they gon' what do you think about the XFL? Do you think that it can compete with this new football league?
If this
Chelsea?
league, let's just say if this league have an outstanding year, Vince McMahon better not put the XFL out, because now you got 3 football leagues
That's
in 1 year.
crazy. 3 football
But
leagues.
then, I mean, think
It's
about
overkill.
Think about how big the football fan base is.
But the
You know
XFL,
what I mean?
what would you do to stand away?
You would have to add something. Maybe you bring kickoff.
If the Lions of America
Kickoff
Football
was an
League
extremely exciting
with
part of football.
Dante Hall and them,
Yeah.
if the Lions of American Football League is going to do what we think they're going to do, like with the rules and stuff,
Yeah.
I don't know what the XFL.
It
will do.
seems like Vince McMahon didn't. Vince McMahon was thinking the same thing about this new league, but he probably didn't know about this new league coming
Yeah,
up,
this came
coming
out
up
nowhere.
under him.
This came out
Yeah,
nowhere.
they kept it
They
quiet.
announced this on 30
Right. We never heard.
So
like,
they both see the same things. Though. They see that it's a chance to strike the NFL.
And then, like you say, in this league, they may have Colin Kaepernick. Reed,
Yeah.
they get in this
Yeah.
league.
Yeah,
Kaepernick definitely gonna be in this league.
yeah.
They're
Hey,
gonna have some people. So I just like, man, it's gonna be overkill, man. All this football, like it's just consume.
have you ever sat down and watched arena football?
I have.
Is it exciting to you?
It is. It's just
But does
like
it-
running gun. All
So,
up and down
but
the field.
it's exciting. It's not the NFL.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's not the NFL, so it's still going to intrigue you.
And maybe they try, because the NBA basically now goes on all year round.
Are you right? Yeah.
So because the playoffs, the championship over what, July,
Yeah.
and then you got summer league,
Yeah.
and then you got
Right.
you got the draft. Like
And then
it's almost
don't
a
let it be no
12-month
year when
thing.
you got to do the World Cup and you got to qualify for the Olympics. Don't let it be that year.
Olympics,
Right.
like
Then
it
you
could,
got- then
it
you
could
got
be
that.
a 12-month
Yeah.
thing where the NBA is in people's faces.
I think it's a
and maybe
great
they
league.
recognizing that and saying
I
they
think
can
it's a
do it
great
with
league.
football.
I think it's going to be great. I think it's good for football. I just know Roger Goodell is going to have to find a way to compete.
And so there y'all go, man. Potential new NFL. So we got a few minutes left. I'm gonna run down the topics to y'all one more time. Y'all can still comment, call in case y'all.
The Pacers beat them Lakers, man.
They won and won because we beat you
It
first.
doesn't matter. We talk what
We
we
beat you
done for
first.
What happened
We
last?
beat you first.
What happened last?
We beat you first, and you're supposed to beat us. You supposed to.
So just to give y'all a recap, people who tuned in late, man, we talked about the March Madness, the brackets, the upsets. Purdue still in it. Loyola, Chicago, local teams still in it. We behind them. Penny Hardaway, new coach for the Memphis Tigers. Penny Hardaway be the new head coach. Rockets Blazers tonight. Who got the best backcourt in the league? Y'all know the backcourts, the top backcourts, and we chose that. Trae Young is coming to the NBA. Is he gonna be the next Steph Curry, or is he gonna be a bust? And Hollywood wanted to know, do you stroke your spouse's ego? And I said, which the man or the female need the ego stroked more? So y'all can still call in, comment. Dan the Life of Val just had a situation where I got my furnace checked and I had a long conversation
You know, tell the
and probably got a new friend, huh?
You know.
He just tell the truth, and whenever he pop in,
I wanted him to go in with this, you know.
I thought he would.
I wanted him to do it.
with the women. Nah, he ain't want. He ain't want.
I'm learning to leave that count. I guess I could have, because it's just us now.
That
Yeah, you could have. I mean,
we behind you, brother.
Yeah.
Y'all been way behind.
We behind.
Especially
yeah.
I'm with you.
The point is, we behind you though. You want to go in? If you want to go in on the women, go ahead.
I love women, man.
You love them, but you still
Tell the truth.
Yeah. I mean, you call them and tell the truth. You gonna tell the truth or no?
Yeah.
See how far they get you.
Alright, well, find out he ain't living up to his name around here.
I was gonna go with him with the whole, you know.
Next episode.
Next episode,
I'm gonna come up with a whole gender debate truth solidity.
I just wanted to know what he had today. Cause I don't know. But Eric Reed still don't got a job. He kneeled. You say what?
He shouldn't have had a job in the first place.
Why you say that?
He's not that guy.
Dawg, he's better.
What? Yeah, I know.
Thanks for calling the Allen Powell Show. What you got?
Hello, this is Tiara.
What you got?
We got 10 minutes. Let's go. Come on.
Alright, I'm just calling about who needs their ego stroked more.
Okay.
I think that is equal.
It's equal?
Yes, I think that we both need to feel appreciated.
That's
Woman's ego is different from a man's ego as far as what we need to be appreciated for, but we need to be appreciated. And saying like, if I don't do my part, the whole world will collapse, or if you don't do your part, then that's kind of putting the other person down. So you should not do that because
is it putting the other person down?
you make the other person feel less than. Like, well, KFC can replace what you do.
No, but what he said was, if you decided not to cook, if you just texted and said, baby, I don't want to cook or I'm not in a good mood, he's saying, oh, I could bring home KFC. But if he get fired,
If my role ceased to exist, the mortgage doesn't get paid.
ain't no substitute.
So you say, because women are resilient, and that's where men mess up. Because you think that you think that this house runs because you go to work, and that ain't the case.
No.
Women are resilient. You lose your job, we will find a way to pay that mortgage. True story.
I want to talk about the
True
fact.
story.
I want to
So
talk.
you cannot say that if you don't go to, that if she decides she's not gonna cook, well, that's nothing. But if I decide that I'm not gonna go to work, then the whole world stops.
Oh, okay.
That makes your position higher than mine.
Let me say one thing. Okay. Yes, women are resilient, men are resilient. If I lose my six-figure job, the stress level that is going to compound upon us will be a lot higher than the stress level that would compound that dinner wasn't cooked for a week.
Wrong.
Is that-
And I'm gonna tell you why.
But you gotta understand. Hold on, let me cut you off. You gotta understand. This is her husband on the show.
I know.
So maybe how your house is ran is different.
I would say this: some women
No, I wouldn't
some
say
women
no.
work as well, and some women actually do crazy stuff as far as like half and half or.
Some women are the head of the household. But,
So, yeah.
but okay, let's say this. Let's take men and women out of it. Let's say the mortgage cannot be paid and the majority of the income has been taken away versus there's no dinner cooked this week. Which one?
But that's it. That's also the issue too, is because you all are saying dinner being cooked, and you're equating that with you going to work when it's not the same.
It's a role.
Yeah,
But it's only a portion of a role. What you can equate you going to work late maybe to cooking dinner, because there's so much more than just cooking dinner.
maybe I think you took that.
I think she's saying it's more than it could be washing clothes.
Yeah, but we only had
taking care of the kids. If you got kids,
Your life,
Right, but we only had pointed out
your
there.
stress level is not as high because that that woman is in your life and she's making a lot of food.
I agree
Yeah,
with that statement.
but don't take it that we wasn't just saying like, oh, you cook dinner. We just had pointed dinner out. We
Hold
wasn't
on.
saying that was your only role. But then again, this is really your.
I want to talk
conversation.
about this. I want to talk about the fact that nobody said, "Oh, we can go to Popeyes." They said we can go to KFC. Boom. There you go.
There you go, Sam.
Adam Brown
They
should-
didn't mean that. They did not mean
No. Nobody said Popeyes. We go to Popeyes. They said we go to KFC. You know why they said go to KFC? Because you get original, crispy, a grill. All right.
KFC will kill you.
We about to get
Alright, this was a good topic, guys. It was a good topic. So yeah, I enjoyed that. It was good.
Alright, thank you.
Let me clear it up again.
Alright.
I've learned to
Okay.
never
Let me clear it up again for my co-host Martell.
See,
We never compared anybody role in the house. When we said the thing about cooking dinner, that was just an example.
it was a heading of a.
That's all it was. We understand that women, you have more than cooking and cleaning, raising kids. You bring more to the relationship. But what we said was the man need his ego stroke more, and we just agreed. You stroke our ego once.
Well,
We good. We're good.
they needed more as far as
you needed more frequently.
Yeah.
But when he said the whole thing about not going to work and not having money, if the money is not right in the house starts to crumble down due to stress on both ends. Because like now the woman feel like she has to do more. Like now she feel like she has to do
Now
more.
she not at home with the kids.
Right, now you're not at home with the kid. Now you're not cooking. Now you're not cleaning. Now as a man, I'm messed up in the head that I feel like my wife has to help me take care of the house. That was all we were saying. We were never saying women are less important than men.
To me, it's like this. You got a home. A part of the home is the foundation. That holds everything in place. But that's not more important than the door, the refrigerator, the wall, the paint, because it all makes it a home. But if that foundation crumble, the whole thing crumble. I don't know if it makes sense, but it makes sense in my head.
I see what you're saying.
Like,
The men and women, they each play a role.
Yeah.
They each play a role.
They
Each
both
role
need
is
stuff.
important. So, Alan Powell show, we love the women.
But the thing about it is, if I would have said this, who take care of the kids better, we wouldn't have had a big debate because we all agree that women do.
they're more naturally,
Yeah.
and we're more. Our role is more of a natural provider.
Yeah. So we wouldn't have had a debate. But when we said financially, it caused the uproar.
That's it, and
That's this new era, which is
it can go so
Yeah, it
far.
can, but
I say this last thing. The one thing.
You gotta say it, bro. Like you
The
gotta
one
say it.
thing the media is doing, which is destroying the world, is destroying the roles. In my opinion,
and I was
they
about to
are
go there. I was about to go
they
there,
are
but-
destroying the roles, and to me, that is bringing everything and people's mentalities to a whole different place. Like,
Yes.
but
Man, I can go there, but we ain't even got the time. We ain't got the time. We ain't got the time.
I was ready to not do none of that and
Yeah,
just stay
yeah.
I
at
can
the
go
whole
for this.
hour.
I can go with this.
Yeah, I can go. Yeah.
But it's an argument that you.
Yeah, it's not a wrong or right answer.
Yeah.
I just had to clear it up for you that it was not said, it was not taken correctly the way you had said.
We might have to come back to this another time.
Can I say one quick
Go
story?
ahead. Go ahead.
That taught me the lesson how to stop
You
arguing
got a
about
minute?
this.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
real
got a
quick.
minute.
Okay, I'm at the golf course. I'm arguing with the lady about giving food about a women and man thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this older guy comes. He orders some hot dogs. And I'm like, hey man, what you think about this? Don't women do this? He said, let me get 2 Polish chicks. I said, you ain't hear what I said? Then what do you think about this? Let me get 2.
Right.
Like that was a life lesson right there. It's an
Man,
argument you
that you don't wanna
can't win. You can't win the
But
argument.
that's why I kept throwing it off on Al. Like Al had to handle that because that's his wife.
Did you see how I was? I ain't done.
He jumped into my
I ain't done. I started taking a whole bunch of sips.
Still,
We about to get ready to get up out of here, though, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. As we get up out of here, try to leave y'all with a scripture. So today's scripture is 1 Samuel 17, 32, 33. And it comes because of the March Madness that's going on, all the upsets. So this, if you know 1 Samuel 17, 32, 33, this is basically the story of David and Goliath. So David was trying to fight Goliath, and they was telling him he was too little, too small. So David said, your servant will go out and fight him. That's what David was saying. But Saul the king at the time said, no, you are only a young man, and he has been a warrior from his youth. Long story short, David ended up defeating the Goliath, and so it goes to the March Madness where all these upsets is happening, all these little schools beating the big schools, and then it goes to like, don't never let somebody tell you what you can't do, no matter how little or small you are, or little, small, big, whatever the case may be. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. You can do it. So
it's great you said that.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
It is definitely great.
I was gonna say this, but
yeah,
he was
because
still
you
reading
definitely the
scripture.
littlest one, like, and you are confident.
That's one of your favorite stories.
Like,
Like,
yeah, like that's like
So,
that.
with that being said, there go y'all scripture for y'all. Y'all can take that. These dudes right here. We about to get ready to get up out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna see y'all next week. For Mr. Hollywood, Mr. Tell the Truth, I'm out. See y'all next week.
that's how I know I'm growing up a little bit, bro.
But
Nice to go.
and we used to have a time.
I love that.
That was good.
But we would have to have a fact check. Because I say facts.